Alright, it's Saturday morning in here. We're on the new job. I'm gonna put my landing in. I gotta cut a locust tree and dead ash out of the way. And they've been dumping where my landing's gonna be. They've been dumping wood chips and millings and stuff like that. So we gotta push these blocks of wood off, get all this crap out of here. And then I'm gonna spread the chips down in the woods. There's a low spot in there, so I'm gonna spread the chips down in the woods, keep us up out of that hole. And then I'm gonna spread all these millings around and build us a pad to sit on. And we're gonna have a really nice landing when we're done. So. And then we can hit her hard Monday morning, so we're gonna keep after it. I don't know, you can see him in the camera, but we hit us a yellow jacket's nest. And they're not happy. Oh my goodness. And they're all over the dozer. Been sucking them up in the air cleaner. Oh, I can't really see them from flying around in here. Well, you can see them flying. Look at them all. They're on the hood. They're upset. Shoot, good thing we're in a cab. If they dig them up, hopefully they'll be gone by tomorrow. God, I hate yellow jackets. Alright, well there it is. Got the mess cleaned up. Got the junk pushed off. Got the dead ash cut so it ain't dropping on the pigeons. And we are literally got our landing in a parking lot. It's gonna be like working in a Walmart parking lot. Don't get much better than that. So if the woods holds up, I think we'll have this one licked. The truck should, we were going to back in off the road, but that main road out there is pretty busy. There's a turn. It's like kind of around a turn, so I don't know. We originally were setting this up to back in, but I think now with all these millings in here, I think the truck should be able to pull in and go down in there and then back up in here and then pull out. I think we have to kind of, I don't know, just play it by ear. But yeah, this should be good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, it's Monday morning, Labor Day actually, and we're here laboring. But it is what it is. We had most of the week off last week due to the weather, so we didn't celebrate Labor Day last week. We're making progress in here. We've been here about a little over an hour. The woods is pretty wet. We may end up having to cable with the bulldozer. Right now the skidder's staying up. This is awesome though, man. Dragging out on millings, this is just awesome. But right now the skidder's staying up. I don't know how long it will stay up, but right now it's staying up, so just kind of hope and pray for the best. Got a lot of firewood in here. Be nice to be able to scavenge that firewood up, but start cabling with the bulldozer. You kind of gotta. Normally that's your last resort. So, but right now it's staying up. I mean, it's pumping. You can feel it pumping. I think, judging by personal experience, once you bust through that top layer, I think it'll get bad. But I don't know, I could be wrong. We'll see. It kind of rained on and off all day yesterday. We didn't get much, a couple of tenths, but it did rain on and off all day. Ooh, that picture looks a lot better when you clean the window of the skidder. So we're gonna keep it moving. Hopefully get something done today. This guy here, this is the piece I bought private. The neighbor's the one that guy we logged for bought. But we all but could get this guy's done today if the ground holds up. We keep going with the skidder. It's only 42 trees or something in here. So if not, we'll finish it tomorrow without no problem at all. Got a lot of dead ash in here. Got to be careful for the limbs don't fall out on you when you cut them. bottom. And it kind of bumped that the two ash trees. I dropped it between the two ash trees and sat there and watched it for a little bit, and everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, about 3 minutes later, it dropped a great big piece of the top out of it. So just when you think you're good to go, it fights back. So you just gotta be careful. Watch what you're doing. It's day number 2 in here, and it's kind of going to crap. Which I kind of figured it was going to. We got, I don't know if you can see the ruts. This part ain't too bad, but it gets pretty bad up here. And it's the last little stretch to the landing is where it gets the worst. So I haven't made up my mind whether we're going to finish this guy and then go back and put the big tires on. I don't know if they're going to make a difference or not. If I put them on now, I'm probably going to leave them on the rest of the winter. Big fat tires make it hard to get around in the woods. I'll never get the rest of the timber out there. Here, one little rainstorm, we're done. So it's either put the big tires on, we'll cable everything out with the bulldozer, which I might do that too. I just haven't. And I just play it by ear. That's the second load coming out this morning, which is good. We're getting trucks. We're close to the yard where the logs are going, so trucking, that's a big difference. So we may be putting the mud tires on this afternoon. We may not. Just keep pondering. Can't believe that little dog just lays there on the floor like that, never moves. Comfy cozy. Well, I just cut this beautiful white oak tree down, and when it hit the ground, I don't know if you can see all that. Look at them all. Bees. And they're big bees. And they're not happy. Phew, now what do we do? Huh. I don't know what to do. I guess they were in the tree. Lots of them in the tree. You're gonna have to let them calm down, I guess. Shoo. Yeah, I may have to leave this one sit till tomorrow morning or something, let them bees calm down, and just run up in there and top the good log off and leave the rest of it. I got no idea, but I ain't getting in there. No way. Holy smokes. Dang it. Well, what we thought was yellow jackets, come to find out we're honeybees. There was 3 or 4 hives there buried in the grass nobody told me about. And here I was just worried about mashing that little trailer, and there was bees right there. So now that I found out they weren't yellow jackets, I kind of feel bad. So we're on a young buck and I are on a rescue mission to save the honeybees. So I got in there, cut this thing up, trying to heal it up off the hives. They didn't bother me when I got in there, but it's just, I don't know, I feel bad now because they're, the honeybees don't seem to get along all right on their own anymore for some reason, so that's why there's so many of them. So we'll see what happens, see if we can do it. Well, I don't know if we're going to save them or not, but they'll come down here in their little bee suit, scoop up what they can. I wish I'd have known they were there. We could have pulled this tree back in. Oh well. Not much I can do about it now. Well, they're gathering them up. Hopefully they can save most of them. He says if he gets the queen, and he can get the hive big enough boxes back, they'll all go back tonight by themselves. Now we did mash some of the boxes, but I don't know. You can't miss what you don't know. I've mashed. I mean, you cut enough trees, you're gonna mash stuff, but normally if I know it's there, I don't mash it. Oh, I hope he saves them. I made the executive decision. We're gonna put the mud tires back on tomorrow. I hate to do it because it takes so long to put them on, but that guy we logged for, I talked to him today, and he said the next job we're moving to, he told me where we're going to next. It's wet too, so I figure if I put them on now and they don't work where we're at, I know they'll work where we're going. So, but anyway, we got them stacked up here on the skid loader trailer. We'll take them down in the morning, put them on. It's just I don't know, I really want to just keep the wood moving this week. I didn't really want to fool around with putting mud tires on, but it is what it is. What do you do? It's either that or drag cable. And if you got a gravel, you don't want to drag cable. So you're going to do everything you can not to drag cable. So that's the plan. So we'll put these on in the morning. We did get my guy's timber done. So we'll put these on. Actually, I got one tree left to cut, but he's got to let them bees settle down. And then he's going to try to move them hives so I can. There's another tree that's got to go in the field. It's a big old edge tree. There's no way of pulling it back. And so he's going to get the bees in there, let them settle down, and then hopefully they'll. Then he can move to pick the boxes up, and move the whole hive, you know. So when he does that, I think there's one. He has one big white oak hanging out in the field I got to cut, but. So other than that, I got my guy done. So we're gonna start on the neighbor tomorrow once we put these bad boys on. And I got a buddy of mine's bringing in a couple loads of chips today or to this evening, and then he's gonna bring another couple loads in tomorrow. Tree trimmer buddy of mine. And so we'll spread that in that area right below the landing, and that should help the worst of it. And then the neighbor, of course, we haven't tore it up yet. We haven't been in there, so hopefully with the big tires on, the wide tires, it'll stay up. I don't know. Time will tell, right? We'll see how it goes tomorrow. We're trying something different this time. We're gonna put them on with the crane on the service truck, which works a lot better than the skid loader, let me tell you. It's easier to get the bolts started. You can move around a little bit. This truck here, I actually bought this truck, I don't know, about a month ago, but Young Buck really liked it, so it's Young Buck's new truck now. I just wanted something a little nicer to ride around in, air conditioning and stuff like this. But this is a really nice service truck crane. It's got an onboard air compressor, but this is the way to do it. So next time we do this, if I don't have we don't use this Young Buck's truck, I'm gonna use a knuckle boom. This is the ticket. What's nice about the crane though is you can sit right there and look at what you're doing and move. It makes getting them bolts started so easy. See, these skidder wheels don't have studs, so we had two long pieces of threaded rod made that you can screw in, helps you get the wheels lined up, get you started, but still hard to get the rest of them bolts going in there. So this ought to go smoother than normal. Still gonna take us a little while to get all four tires on, but we ought to get some wood out today by the end of the day. But this is definitely the way to do it. Well, we got 3 of them on. We're working on the 4th one. And judging by how tough them bolts are to come out, I'm guessing when the boys put the tires on last time, they ran them bolts up in there. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get the new one started or not. Might have to run out and get a tap. I don't know. Nobody ever thinks about the next time. Just hurry up, get it done. Don't worry about what we got to worry about later. So hopefully it works, because we've been making pretty good time putting these on. It's only 9 o'clock. So we're on the last one, and now we're going to trip right at the finish line. It's always the way. Well, we woke up this morning to find that we got about 2 inches of rain last night. So I don't know. We're gonna go back here. We did finally get the big fatties on. Man, we struggled that last wheel. Just about every one of them holes in the hub. The boys noise when they put the tires on last time. Must have not have made sure that the bolts were started correctly. And then they just ripped them on up in there with the big gun at the shop. So we had to re-tap every one of the holes in the hub. And then we had to re-thread all the bolts because I couldn't find the bolts anywhere. Nobody had the bolts. So we had to re-thread all the bolts too. So we had the first 3 tires on about an hour and 20 minutes, and we were 6.5 hours with the last one. So we didn't come in here and do anything. Look at my yellow brick road. My tree trimming buddy, man, he hooked me up. I got, I don't know, there's 6, 7 loads in there. I wish I could get more because I'd just keep her going. But we're gonna go in here, we're gonna see if we can get something done. I don't know, it's not gonna dry, so we'll just plug along. Gotta push the road to the back of the job here and see what happens. He's pretty wet. Well, we're back in here pretty good ways now. There's 3 different tree guys on in here today. This is cool. I'm having a hard time keeping up getting the wood out because I'm spreading chips, but that's all right. This spot here we're on right now was, I mean, it was the worst of the worst. And it, hell, with these big tires on it, ain't going down through the chips. So plan is working so far. It is a little soft once you step off these chips, but they keep bringing them in here today like this. I'll have that whole spot bridged too. I won't even be a problem. I'll separate this firewood and saw here. Yeah, I mean, that's all we got else for today. I don't know, 5 trees, 6 trees, something like that. Well, it's almost 9:40s, but we got so much rain in here, we probably shouldn't be working anyway, so anything we get today is a bonus. But look at this. This is cool, man. As long as they keep bringing them, I'm going to keep spreading them. It'd be awesome if I could get just past this little spot. Once I get, I don't know if you see where that little rut's at, it ain't even bad, but, and actually if it wasn't, we didn't get all that rain in here last night, they wouldn't be bad at all right now. But that's right there, I just went through, is about the worst of it. That's the end of the worst of it. The rest of it I think will hold up. I mean, you see it with these big tires on it, it's not even going down really. And once you get past here, it's gold, we're good. I mean, it's, this area here, we didn't tear it up yet. You know, we just rolled into it today, so this is cool. And I'll keep taking all the chips I can get. Apparently, them tree guys around here are having a hard time getting rid of chips. I don't know what the deal is with that, but you know, they're having a hard time getting rid of them. So once they found out I take all I'll take, it's, I can say there's 3 different companies on in there now. Shoot, I don't know, I got here this morning, we left here yesterday about 4 o'clock, I got in here this morning, there was 4 loads sitting in the road, so I spread them first thing, and then, what the heck, they bring me so far today, I think I've gotten 4 or 5 loads so far today, so we'll just keep building the pad, and keep rolling along like we are. Today's Friday. We got so far this week they've hauled 9. There's probably 3 loads sitting out there at the loader right now, I'd say. Hopefully we get trucks today. I'm going to work tomorrow. Young Buck, he's not working tomorrow, but I'll work by myself tomorrow for a little while. We got 100 trees left in this mud hole to get out. So I'm going to try to be done in here in the middle of the week next week. I had to put a new road in. This one here went, it just, you get in there just a little ways, I don't know, another 10, 15 yards, and the skidder just up to the belly won't go. Even with these big floaters on, man. So I'm cutting the corner off here. This is probably going to end up the same way. I'm going to run on these tops a little bit, maybe help it out some. But we're going to end up in the same boat, I think. But I got other options. I'll just keep moving over. I can go all the way over that way if I want to. And that's what we'll have to do. I mean, I don't got to get it out now. But it went too far to turn back now. Wouldn't be so bad if the trees weren't quite so big, but the trees are big. Because of course, just you're dragging all that weight through there. We're trying to drag one tree at a time, which is extremely time consuming, but it, you know, at least we're getting something done. So we're hoping for trucks today. Hopefully, cross my fingers. Gum trees thing here. I normally try to push all that stuff out of the way, but I'm leaving it in here now so I can run on it. Oh, they saved the bees. They had a bee lady come by. Oh, well, that night after we mashed the poor little thing. She came by that night, went through the whole box. Everything looked fine. They did lose some bees. But all in all, they're saved, so that's good. Other losing some bees, but at least we didn't kill them, and they still got a home, and the other bees can come back if they want to. So as far as I'm concerned, if the bees don't come back, they're choosing not to come back. So got here. I'm guessing here that he just cut out a great big old crotch in it. I told him to drop it alongside. Yep, he did good. Didn't bust her either. Good job. Alright. See how we can get in there. about that. I dropped you. Get out. Look at this thing. And look at her in the gravel. That's a good one. But this is what we're dealing with. Trees this big, dragging them through the mud. That's a good one though. Doesn't take many of them to make a load, does it, dog? Don't take many of them to make a load. Another good one. So Woods has got a pile of them in here. It don't take many of them big ones to make a load. 2 or 3 of them, you'll be a load. That's the way you make money cutting timber. You cut 20 trees a day and it's 6 loads of logs. Oh boy. Sure would be nice if we didn't have to drag them through the mud to get them out. We could make some time in here. Well, the truck just rolled out with load number 14. So, and it's a little after 2 o'clock. I would imagine they'd send it back. So hopefully, well, like I say, we ain't that far from the yard. So hopefully they do send it back. Cause I had to give us 15. So I'm happy with that. We only worked, well, we worked every day. I mean, I worked Saturday and Sunday. But you know, we only logged 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Yesterday, spent most of the day spreading chips. And Wednesday, of course, we were turning wrenches, mechanicing. Hey, little dog here on the floor. I had somebody comment on the last video, I think. They wanted to know a little more about the dog. The dog is a short-haired Jack Russell. Her name is Dixie. And she goes everywhere. She's about, she's probably almost 6 months old now, I think. But yeah, the little dog goes everywhere. She goes to the races, she rides in the skidder, she rides in the dozer, she rides in the truck. So I take her just about everywhere. I take her everywhere I'm allowed to take her. You have to go out to dinner or something like that, or go out with the boys in the evening, or into the grocery store or something. I'll leave her there at the house. But for the most part, she goes everywhere. She sticks around. She don't run off. I mean, we let her out. I mean, the only reason I keep her in the skidder right now is just so she don't get run over. But hot dog, look, there's another truck rolling in. That's 15. Woo-hoo. We'll get him loaded. That'll be 15 loads. That's awesome. That's a good deal. That's 15. Loaded up, strapping down. It's a good looking load of logs there. There's almost another load laying there. I don't know if that other truck's gonna come back or not. That'd be cool. We get 16. That'd be awesome. Well, we got 15 loads. Me and Young Buck want to cut a couple more and call her a day. I'm gonna work by myself tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Gonna work by myself tomorrow. I'm gonna come in and just cut a couple loads. I'm not trying to kill the game tomorrow. Just keep the production moving. We're racing this weekend. I think I'm gonna take Friday off. This coming weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend. I think I'm going to take Friday off because they're practicing on Friday and racing both Saturday and Sunday. So I'll work Saturday to make up for Friday, right? All right, everybody, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.